Hi there. In today's Ninja Art Tip, I want to talk a bit about looking after your brushes. And in the previous tip, we talked about keeping your brushes in separate brush wallets, but definitely somehow keeping them in a way that keeps the different mediums brushes in separate sort of categories. So I'll show you what I've got here in front of me. I've got 2 jars of brushes. So in my studio, sometimes it's a bit easier if I just keep the brushes in an upright jar. But my tip for this today is I've used all sorts of different jars over the years, but the ones that I feel most confident with, I don't use glass. It's too easy to tip over a glass jar in the studio and then it smashes. You can see that I've got them really clearly labelled, so that I know which jar brushes go into. But the best thing I found is a really heavyweight pot of some sort. So you want a real good amount of weight. These are pots that I've made in our pottery fun time. So these are really heavy clay pots that are very weighty and they're very hard to tip over. So that's the good thing about using some sort of pot like that. I've tried using cutlery stand holder things, you know, those huge big steel cups. They're okay, but they end up being too top heavy with all the brushes in them. So keep your brushes separate, different brushes that you use for different mediums. And that's very important because you can create problems in your paintings if you don't. And label them, definitely. And if you're going to use a stand-up pot in your little painting space, definitely use one that's very heavyweight and is not going to cause great dramas if it does tip over, but hopefully it won't tip over because you've got so much weight at the bottom there. So that's your tip for today. Don't forget to join us in the dojo over at zenartart.com. And we've got lots more free video tips over there. And please like, share, comment, tell me how you organise your brushes. It'll be lovely to hear from you and see. You can even post a photo of how you've got your brushes organised right now. That'd be terrific.